What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Reality Pill. Today we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Chelsea, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. All right, so what do you got for me?
Well, I kind of just wanted to ask a question because I know you were talking about coochie credit and things like that.
Uh-huh.
So if I wanted to ask you a question.
Sure, go ahead. That's what we're
Okay.
here for.
So I know you were talking about coochie credit and like taking guys like out of the friend zone or anything like that. So
Mm-hmm.
if you have to have a coochie credit, realistically, women are not gonna like give themselves up on the first, second, or third date, especially if you're not feeling that type of like intimacy. So what would you say is like a good, I guess, time frame to give up the
Okay.
coochie credit?
So when you say realistically women aren't going to give themselves up, you presume that you have bargaining power and time.
Not even bargaining power.
Well,
It's
no,
guys
no, no,
not.
no, man. I need you to listen. What I'm because I see. I get what you're saying,
Mhm.
but what you're still doing is you're applying more value to you than him. When sex happens, do you have an opportunity to orgasm?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So sex is mutually beneficial. But the way we talk about sex is though men are getting something and women are giving something. No, you're both getting something.
Yeah, and it's often spoken on like this this part that the woman has is 10 times as valuable. And if you enter into this, it needs to be something that is exchange of equal value outside of this. That's not how men look at it. And that's the difference. And that's what Kevin's saying. You're putting a lot more onto it than any normal person would. You should look at something like this as it's an act of two people getting something, not just, oh, I better get something outside of this for this interaction. And of course, she's like, well, how do you know? Like, how long do you wait? Why would you even go on 3 dates with him if you don't find him attractive and that chemistry is not there? I couldn't see myself being around someone 3 different times for 3 different occasions if you're not into them.
Well, I guess from the point of frame that I'm talking about is just if you're meeting someone, you're just starting to get into the kind of the boyfriend girlfriend experience role that you were speaking on.
Okay.
What if you're just really he's not giving that type of like energy, that like sexual energy that would turn you on? Like, what would be an appropriate time frame for a woman to be
Okay.
like,
So you're mixing concepts. I'm talking about the coochie credit. I'm talking about a man you gone out with a couple of three times and you put him in the friend zone. Sound like you're talking about somebody you're just meeting for the first time.
okay,
What are we talking about? Because I want to be. Give me the scenario.
I guess the scenario would be like, say you, like you said, you've known a guy for probably like 6, 7 years.
Uh-huh.
You always known that he was interested in you, but you've
But you
been
put
in
him
a
in the friend zone.
I was in a committed relationship for 8 years. So yeah, everybody was in the friend zone.
Okay. But you're in a committed relationship. How are you interacting with this guy if you had a committed relationship?
Well, when I was in a committed relationship, it would just be friendly. Like if we would go out
You
with
shouldn't.
other friends.
That's the point. That's wrong. See, right there. You ladies need to understand when you take a man's time, it's like taking our money. We want something for that.
Mm-hmm.
You were going out with him as a friend and you were going home and sleeping with your boyfriend. You know that's wrong. If you have if you ladies think you can have boyfriends and male friends. We don't like you like that. And y'all know this, so this is why I say they come on here acting game goofy. And that's why I said winter is here. These little games won't work anymore.
So if you don't want to play the game, what is the time frame?
What do you mean don't play the game? The game, the reason y'all are in such a jacked up position is because y'all played too many games.
Like the biggest one being you having a boyfriend but going out with other men and having them pay for the date. Insane.
That's the problem. That's why y'all got to go through all this, because y'all played too many games. You broke the deal. You were in an 8-year relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should have married that man.
Mm-hmm.
And when you were in an 8-year committed relationship, you should not have been speaking to any other man that you were not related to. Going damn sure not talk to one of them going out. That's what should have happened. Why didn't you marry the 8-year relationship guy?
It just he wasn't progressing at the time that I needed him to progress.
In year 1 or year 8?
I'm sorry?
In year 1 or year 8?
Year 8.
So what about year 1 through 6? You still got to admit why you didn't marry him those years.
Because I was 17, 16.
See,
Remember, I'm 25. We was dating
I know
for
you're
8 years, so
25,
we're
but
coming.
see, but you put your 8-year relationship out there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did he want to marry you?
At the end,
At the end in what year?
8.
All right. Let's play it your way.
Oh.
Why were you in a committed relationship? Because that's the problem. You say a committed relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you in a committed relationship for 8 years? Relationships end. They're supposed to end. Either you're going to take it to the next level or they need to stop.
I think that's definitely something that I recognize at the end of it. When you're going through it, you don't realize you just wake up one day.
So unfortunately, whether you intend it or not, a man hears a woman who's been in an 8-year relationship and did not progress to marriage. That's a red flag to men. We're like, something's wrong with her. There's a game here. And then you talk about having male friends. You actually went out with your male friends. No, I'm not judging you, man, but you went out with them.
I guess I'm from New York, so the dynamic.
I don't care, ma'am. I don't know. From New York don't mean shit to me. I'll be in New York in the morning.
It's
ma'am, did you pay? Did you pay? Don't play with me, you little girl. Because I'm trying to be cool with you. Don't play with me. Did you pay?
A few times I did.
No, if it was a female, you'd have paid every time. If it was a female, y'all have split the damn bill. You'd have paid for her your Cosmo, she'd have paid for her wine. You'd have even split the damn Uber. But when it was a man, you could still use coochie credit. You got coochie bills due out there, girl.
Exactly. And she also has a few payments left to make on these damn caterpillars that was pushed into her damn lips. She has a lot of outstanding balances right now. But how can you look at this situation and then not think that you're wrong? You're dealing with another man, dating him, while having another man pay for dates with you, knowing that man most likely wants to be with you. Come on.
So in your analogy, if me and him started to progress to something, I automatically owe him coochie.
You already in the debt to him.
See what you should. For $55 dinner at Philippe's, I'm in debt.
$55, yes. Because if it was a woman, would you owe her any money? Would you owe her anything?
Again, the situation is different. Me and my
no, it's not. No, it's not. See, that's the problem. Y'all think it's no. That's the problem. Y'all think it's different. If it was a woman, you'd owe her money. If it were a woman, you'd owe her money. If it were a woman, you'd owe her money.
Maybe I'm paying attention too much.
If it were a woman and she bought your dinner at whatever, $55, you would owe her money. Yes or no?
I don't hang around people who gonna be paying.
I didn't ask that bullshit.
Not $55.
If it were a woman and she paid for your dinner and your meal, would you owe her that back?
If she asked me for it, then yes.
Then you are a bad person.
A bad person?
You listen, why would a woman who's working just like you have to pay your goddamn bills, your dinner? And see, this is a problem. I want you women to understand this is why women are so jacked up. She can't even admit that she would owe her female friend any money. That's using and manipulating. So, ma'am, I could care less what happens to women who have a mind like you. You're in it for you. You're in it for you.
She belongs to the streets.
I
You
guess
mean
I
to
have to
tell?
see
Let's
it that
back
way.
up. Let's try this again.
Okay.
You go out with your homegirl.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened. Your card don't work. You order $55 worth of stuff. Your friend is roughly your same age or whatever. She has to ask you for her money back, or do you volunteer to give it back?
I'll volunteer in that type of situation, of course. If she didn't offer to pay, I would volunteer to give the money
Then
back.
why would you volunteer to give money back to a female friend and would not volunteer to give it back to a male friend?
Because the type of company I keep, we switch off. If I paid this last time, you could pay this time, whatever the case may be. We're not the type of people we go into restaurants and everyone breaks out a calculator. Either you're gonna pay the whole thing or we're gonna split it, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm a type of person. If you just ask for the money, that
No,
or whatever
no,
the case may
no,
be, then
no.
we'll do it
Did
that
you go
way.
out with no, what I'm asking, did you go out with this male friend, just you and him?
No, it was always
You
in a group
talked about
setting.
y'all going out in groups.
Yes,
Where's your boyfriend?
he has his own set of friends. I have my own set of friends. Or
Y'all
maybe
don't know.
that's the reason why
Y'all
we're
don't know
not
how to
close
interact with each
now.
other. See, that's the problem. That's why none of y'all are gonna be wives like this. Because you
I could
keep
have
you
been a wife. I could have been planning my wedding right now if I wanted to.
that no, see, getting married and being a wife are two different things.
Explain.
Getting married, anybody can do. Being a wife is something that you are trained to do because you got duties.
Like paying $50.
Many people, and see, young lady, you're talking about a woman with an 8-year relationship, and you going out with your friends, and he's going out with his friends. At the end of the day, you do you want to be married?
Yes.
Do you want children?
Yes.
The woman I'm talking to right now sounds like she hasn't had any training on how to be a man's wife or his support system.
No, I don't think that one scenario kind of fits the whole criteria of being a support system. I've definitely been, I guess, trained.
Yeah, but do, what it does is it shows us your character or the lack thereof. How you handle most things is how you're gonna handle most of everything. It'll show. So your character, you're morally bankrupt. She doesn't see the right or wrong in the situation, and that's the problem.
Because I grew up in a
Were your
two-parent
was your
household.
mother was your mother
Yes,
and
my
was
mother and my father just
hold on,
celebrated
don't first
their
off
30th
don't
anniversary.
overtalk me. I've had to overtalk you how many times? See, this is part of the problem. If you think this makes a wife, no. It's okay. Back up.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to be a wife?
To me, like I said, my parents just celebrated a 30-year anniversary. I loved having two parents in the home. I always wanted someone that I could really trust and build and lean on the way I saw my parents lean on each other when they went through the things that they went through in their household. And so I would like to replicate that for my own. I've had friends who grew up in one parent households in foster
Why
care
do you want to
because
be
I
a
don't want to
wife?
give I want to have a family and I want to have a family unit. That's why.
What is your what is your role in a marriage?
Definitely to support my husband and my children, to take care of the home the way my mom did. My mom was a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. And your mom moved differently than you do because there's no way your mom would be going out with her male friends married to your daddy. I didn't hear what you said. What?
I think my situation is different.
Of
My
course you
parents
do,
got
because you're
married very
selfish.
quickly.
Because you're selfish. That's why.
I'm selfish.
Yes, yes. Your generation was raised to think about themselves, not to think about relationships as just boxes you check. Your mother was raised different. Your mother's a different woman than you are. Tell me your mother's male friends that call over to the house.
I don't live there, so I don't know who calls her.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you.
But I think the
So you
situation is
can't have what your
different.
mama had because you're not who your mama is. You disrespected your relationship by going out with groups. So going forward, if you want to be married, you got to be with one man and focus on him. See, many of you ladies talk about you want to get married because you got this picture, not realizing that you got job duties, responsibilities. And I talked to a woman who said that I should have to pay him back. Look, don't go out with a man on one date that you would not have sex with. Don't go out on a second date if you don't plan on having sex with him. See, that makes you accountable for picking the men you go out with, not just going out to have a good time because it's on somebody else's time and their money. Our time and our money is valuable to us.
Hmm.
And if you don't understand it, then you do it this way. You pay for everything until sex happens. Everything. Uber, the food, the drinks, everything. All on you.
But wouldn't that
No,
be like
all
the
on you, all on you. And then after sex happens, then he starts. You don't get
that
a
wouldn't
pay.
be a problem, but wouldn't that be like
Oh, hold
living
on,
in like
ma'am.
a
Like, I need
masculine
to finish. Then it starts. You don't get your money back. Now go ahead.
wouldn't that be kind of living like in a masculine type of energy though? To me,
No,
I have no
it'll be
problem
living.
with
It will be living in an honest type of energy. It will be. It will make. See, if you had to do that, man, how many men do you think you go out with? The amount of men you would go out with if you. Thank you.
not when
Thank
I
you.
go
Thank
out,
you.
I
Thank
don't.
you. Thank you. Thank you. See, if a woman had to see, I tell you, gentlemen, listen, watch where a woman puts her money. Where they put their money is where their heart is. See, a woman is not going to spend her money on a man that she's not going to be serious, that she's not going to be with. She wouldn't do it, but she'll take your money and your time. This is a perfect call for people to understand that you don't have to be overly masculine and aggressive to still think of men as a utility, as a tool to be used. Nothing in the conversation I've had with you, young lady, says that you want to be married for a man. It's all me, 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 me.
You see? You see that right there? I think body language is something that, we often don't even really speak about in the videos because, of course, some videos come with the woman with the camera on, or, some videos they don't have it on. But all in all, this woman is getting the biggest epiphany of her life. You see the arms being stretched forward, the sleeves slowly up now, the hand on the chin. When Kevin mentions that everything is just for her, what does she do that women do? They look down, they scratch the back of their head, they start smiling. Look, on full display. She knows she's selfish. Smiling, looking down, scratching the back of her head. On full display, body language of someone that it's like, yeah, this person's right.
I mean, I disagree because I originally called up to ask if you were interested in someone, what would be the time frame for that? So I
What would
don't
be
know
the
how we got.
if you were interested in somebody? Okay, let's answer that question. If you were interested in somebody sexually,
Yeah.
okay. If you're interested in somebody sexually, what should be the time frame before you have sex?
Yes, you're saying somebody is old coochie credit is on the first
Date
night,
one.
date one.
Yes, because I need you to pay attention. What I'm about to say.
Okay.
If we like you, we like you. Whether you have sex with us on date one or make us wait 60 days, is not going 90 days or 3 months or whatever, ain't gonna change what we do. If we're gonna ghost you, we're gonna ghost you. See, y'all believe this shit. That's not us. Why would you go out with somebody you are sexually attracted to, that you want to have sex with? He's sexually attracted to you. He wants to have sex with you. And you guys want to be in a relationship and then wait. You're choosing to put some artificial barrier up there for what? To save face. To act like you're playing games. Men don't like games. So the very thing y'all call Becky, she's a slut. They put out on the first date. They put out and they get married at a 54% rate too, don't they? Yep, sure do. So does every other group. Don't play games with us. We don't like games. That's why I said, if you really want to show a man something different, be honest. Don't go out with a man you're not sexually attracted to on date one. We'll give you date one as long as sexual attraction is there. And if you go out on date one and you find out that there's no chemistry there, don't go out on date two. Nope, but that's it. No talking. No, I want to wait to build up, no, because you're building up coochie credit. Because you're gonna want to talk to me, text them, and such and so forth. That's girlfriend shit. We talk to girlfriends on the phone. We don't even like to talk that much. We're talking to you to try to get your interest up to get laid. That's it. Do you ladies understand that we see you, but we really don't see you until we have an orgasm?
Her mind is starting to tick right now. She is getting the biggest epiphany of her life.
It's called post-orgasm clarity. And that's who men are. So it would be incumbent upon you to make sure that you are asking yourself the questions. What do I want out of life? Mm-hmm. What am I prepared to do to get what I want out of life? It is incumbent upon you to vet the kind of man you're dealing with, because don't waste your time and don't waste his time. And our money and our time, we don't want it wasted. You guys have no problem wasting our time because it's our money. Got it?
Got it.
All right. Hope that helped. See, gentlemen, the world has been told that what's been told to women is that, girl, if he wants you, a man should wait, such and so forth, blah. That will be fine if you were traditional women. If you were traditional women, you were only seeing one man at a time and only talking to and dealing with one man at a time, not dating him, dating these people on rotation, and you got men in the friend zone. See, that doesn't work for women who move like that. If you're a modern woman, you got men everywhere. Friend zone, not friend zone. No.
Hibachi Kevin. Surgical Kevin. All right, Hibachi Kevin, Surgical Kevin. That is the end of the video. Just had to make sure. But again, everyone, please, you know what I'm going to say. Let me know what you think about this conversation. Comment down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.